This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Friday, September 6th, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. Officials in Greenwood will cut the ribbon this morning on the $10 million Greenwood Sports Park. Sitting on 40 acres of land, the park features 8 baseball and softball diamonds, a splash pad, and a multi-use sports field, among other amenities. Mayor Mark Myers.
This is going to host travel teams on the weekends. It'll host city residents during the week for our softball leagues and get them going again. For the area that's around us, we'll see more restaurants come in. We'll probably see a hotel or two come in out of this. We'll have business owners looking at it to have a sports complex here on the south side of the city. One more amenity for those businesses to bring business into Greenwood.
The multi-use sports field includes a cricket pitch, which the mayor said will be a benefit for the local Sikh community. The southeast side of Fort Wayne will soon see a new health clinic as part of the city's larger Village Premier development. Thursday marked the groundbreaking for the neighborhood health clinic that will be operated by Meridian Health Services and provide primary care, behavioral health services, and a pharmacy. Evansville-based Shoe Carnival is reporting fiscal second quarter net income of $22.6 million, up from $19.4 million during the same period last year. The footwear retailer posted a nearly 13% increase in net sales, driven largely from back-to-school shopping. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
The Indiana Senate will have a new face joining its ranks after a Wednesday night Republican caucus. Du Bois County Councilor Daryl Schmidt. IIB's Marek Mazurek has more.
Mark Mesmer left the District 48 seat after winning the May Republican primary for Congressional District 8 and congratulated Schmidt in a Facebook post, saying that Schmidt, quote, will continue to be a great advocate for Southwest Indiana at the State House. The caucus vote of local precinct committee members took 2 rounds of voting to narrow down the field of 4 candidates, which also included Amy Kippenbrock, Richard Moss, and Todd Smith. The Du Bois County Free Press reported the first round of voting eliminated Moss, while Schmidt picked up 2 seats in the second round, ultimately clinching the seat. Another caucus will be held to fill Schmidt's seat on the Du Bois County Council. Schmidt will serve for at least 2 years before facing voters. The seat is up for election again in 2026. In a Facebook post announcing his intention to run in the caucus as a, quote, America First conservative, end quote, Schmidt said he was, quote, committed to continuing the strong representation District 48 has experienced over the past decade under Mesmer's leadership. Schmidt attended Vincennes University and Indiana State University, starting his career with UPS. He is a 5th-generation farmer and also works in seed sales. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Evansville-based Old National Bank, which placed Chief Financial Officer Brendan Falconer on leave in April after he was charged with 2 counts of child molestation, announced this week that Falconer is no longer employed by the bank. In a public disclosure filed Wednesday with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, Old National said it had entered into a mutual separation agreement with Falconer. Under the terms of the agreement, Falconer's employment at the bank ended August 31st. Old National also said it has appointed John Moran as its new CFO. Moran had been serving as interim CFO since Falconer was placed on leave. AES Indiana President Brandy Davis Handy is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.